Greetings, Earthlings, and welcome to another episode of And Another Thing with Dave. Today I wanted to talk to you about the Keystone XL Pipeline going through thousands of miles. Pipelines leak, they rupture, they spill. It happens. The number of jobs is 500 jobs. Permanent jobs, once the pipeline's in, it's like 50 local jobs. There are no jobs. It's not creating jobs. What would create jobs is green energy, sustainable energy. What's creating jobs is the booming solar industry. What's creating jobs is the green rush. Marijuana, legalized marijuana and hemp-based products. Hemp is still, if 90% of hemp is still imported into the U.S. from Canada, from Europe, from wherever, but it's not grown here. So there's a huge import tariff on it. Go price a hemp t-shirt versus a cotton t-shirt, right? 50% of all pesticides used worldwide are sprayed on cotton. Hemp doesn't need any pesticides or fertilizer to grow. It's a more durable product, and it's more UV resistant, meaning you won't get skin cancer as readily when wearing it. But somehow we've been duped into wearing, frickin' cotton. So this is all ridiculous, and it all just goes back to corporate duping, So don't buy into this jobs crap. What we need are sustainable jobs, not jobs for a minute that toxify our aquifers and our wetlands and our air that we breathe and that we need to survive as a people. If we don't take care of our ecosystem and our environment, we won't have a home. Hello, people. It's not like we can go somewhere else. This is unbelievable to me. So it's just another example of our government being in bed with, or even worse than that, being run by large corporations. They are in bed with them, except it's a master and a slave relationship, a dominant and a sub, and the corporation is the dom, and the government is the sub. Yes, daddy. Yes, daddy. Smack, smack. You'll do this. Yes, daddy. Yes, daddy. And and I say we're done. These officials supposedly work for us. Well, it's time to call them on this BS. It's not going to create jobs. What we want are real jobs, and what we want is more valuable than these jobs. What is a job worth if there's no drinkable water and no breathable air? All right, this pipeline's going to go right over valuable aquifers. In a time of climate change, where fresh water is increasingly more and more valuable and more important, and it's going to be the cause of wars in the future, water wars, not oil wars. Why would we even consider running a pipeline over a major aquifer? Are you kidding me? So once again, we just need to pull back, look at the big issue, look at who is spewing the rhetoric, and what's their angle. What do they stand to gain? And do we, the people, believe them and support them? I say, nah, not on this one. Robert Redford came out against it, and that's what made me want to speak out against it. I love the guy, and if you haven't seen his movie All Is Lost, check that out. That is quite a voyage. Anyway, with that, I am out. This has been another episode of And Another Thing with Dave. Please subscribe. Thank you.